good whatever time it is, wherever you are. So today was the first episode of The Bachelor with Nick Viall as The Bachelor. And I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of my thoughts about this episode and what I think the rest of the season is going to go like. My first reaction was Nick doesn't get excited about anything. I mean, he just doesn't. He's very monotone in the way he talks, the way he acts, just the way he is. His just essence is monotone. He has no flavor, I guess. I don't know. He's very bland. I feel like that's really indicative of how the entire season is going to be. I'm not a fan of Nick. I haven't been from when I very first saw him on Caitlin's season, and I thought it was just really unfair that he came in on that season, and he just seemed really arrogant and obnoxious. And I know that a lot of that is editing and that they do that on purpose, but some of it's just you. I mean, like, some of it's just gotta be you. And so I just wasn't a huge fan. I did like him a lot more on the last season of Bachelor in Paradise. I thought that he came off a lot sweeter and it was a little bit more genuine. And I know it's gotta be hard when you're 35 to find a genuine relationship and find someone near your age that's worth your time. I'm hoping that he will prove us all different for this season because I want to like him so desperately. I want to like him. So let's talk about the girls. So tonight was the night that they introduced all the girls, and nobody really stuck out to me at all. Not any of them. I mean, they had the typical, they set up the villain and Karine, and I don't know, she's just the girl. She's the girl that's going to be the villain, and you can tell. I mean, I feel like by this point in the series, you know not to get on everyone's bad side because you don't stay. You don't stick around if you're on everyone's bad side. Part of me almost feels like the producers just hire someone to be the villain, because why would anyone do that on purpose? Like, at this point, you know it's not going to work for you, so we'll see what happens. I think she'll stick around just because she's the villain. One twist this season was there's a girl who has already been with Nick. They met at Jade and Tanner's wedding and, had relations. And she says she's going to keep it a secret, but they already showed a preview where she tells somebody. And of course that's going to cause a hoorah. But even if he doesn't want to be with her, she'll probably stay around at least until everyone else finds out they know each other, because that's just how The Bachelor likes to do things. My favorite part was that he gave the first impression rose to a woman of color. I think that's probably the first time a woman of color has gotten the first impression rose, and I think that's a really big step for ABC and the show in general. I hope that if she does stick around, it's genuine and not just because the network thinks that a person of color needs to stick around, because I feel like sometimes that happens a lot, is that the Bachelor or Bachelorette isn't really feeling them, but the producers tell them to keep them around long enough to where it's acceptable. That may or may not be the case, but I think that the girl he gave the first impression rose to, Rachel, is extremely genuine and very sweet and smart, and would be a great pick for Nick if he, truly has feelings for her. I hope she sticks around. It looked like in the previews that she will. So far I think she's my favorite as of just first impressions. I agree. I think she is a really good choice. So far, I don't see anything too crazy happening this season. Nick doesn't seem like the kind of person that's going to stir up a whole lot. I feel like if there is any drama, it's going to be just strictly between the girls in the house. So I am going to be talking about The Bachelor every single Tuesday after the Monday showing, and I would love to have some conversation with you. So leave your comments down in the discussion what you think is going to happen, your predictions, anything you'd like for me to focus on in the next episode. If you like these videos, subscribe so you don't miss any of them. If you want to see any of our other videos, you can click on those, check them out, subscribe if you like them, give this video a thumbs up if you think this is fun, if you like The Bachelor, anything like that. And I just have to see you next week, and I'll see you in the next video.